The Voss Gondola takes you from Voss train station up to Hangersstoppen at 820 metres above sea level. Here the mountain is accessible to everyone. My journey along the Flam railway ended at Mørdal, where there is an interchange onto the main Oslo to Bergen railway line. At Mørdal, I took the train to a small skiing town of Voss. The views along the route were stunning, and I would say in many ways were more dramatic than on the Flam railway itself. Travelling to Voss on the train, going towards the Bergen direction, sit on the left hand side for stunning views out the window. The passing scenery is truly wonderful. Voss itself is a small town of around 15,000 people, and in the winter it's a popular ski resort, and in the summer it's a popular destination for extreme sports. In Voss itself, I stayed at the Scandic Hotel, which is adjacent to the railway station. Also in the vicinity is a bus station and the gondola up to the top of the mountain. The trip on the gondola is not to be missed when visiting Voss, and you get spectacular views. There is also a great restaurant and bar at the top of the mountain. Voss played a big part in the Norwegian resistance against the Nazis in World War II. The village was actually the main point of mobilisation for the Norwegian army in the west after the city of Bergen fell. Eventually, Voss was bombed by the Nazi forces and had to be rebuilt after the war. But the time it bought the Norwegian resistance was crucial to the war effort. And to this day, Voss's heroic history during World War II remains a point of pride for the locals. You've probably heard of the Norwegian-based artisan bottled water brand called Voss. The water isn't actually bottled in Voss, but about 400 kilometres away in a village called Vatnström. The company picked the name Voss to signify the purity of their water, which is something that Voss is famous for. Vossajazz is held every Easter and is one of the oldest jazz festivals in Norway. If you are around during that time of year, you'll be treated to 3 days of jazz, folk and world music, and it's well worth a visit. Many of Norway's world and Olympic champions have trained in Voss, and it has more medals per capita than any other place in the world. Even if you're not into skiing, there's so much to do here. You can raft down one of Europe's best rafting rivers, go paragliding, skydiving, kayaking, biking, rock climbing, and, of course, hiking are amongst other activities. The Voss Gondola takes you from Voss train station up to Hangersstoppen at 820 metres above sea level. Here the mountain is accessible to everyone. Hiking is very popular in the region, and it is possible to either go up the mountain or down it if you are ultra adventurous. In the winter, Voss becomes a winter wonderland. There are 2 different ski resorts and miles of cross-country trails. After breakfast, on the day that I was travelling back to Oslo, I took a walk down to the fjord. The early morning mist hung in the air and the clouds were covering the mountains. The view was spectacular, and I managed to take some interesting photographs at this time.
Here am I in beautiful Voss, and my next stop is Oslo. I'll be catching the train to Oslo tomorrow. I've just come from Flam earlier on today, took the beautiful scenic route down the railway, which was lovely, but I must say from Myrtle to Voss was equally as stunning. The absolute landscape, rugged beauty, the waterfalls, the rivers flowing through the valley was absolutely fantastic. So Norway is so beautiful, and particularly this part of Norway. So I'm nearing the end of my Scandinavian tour, just a few more days to go, heading off to Oslo and then back to London. It's been an absolutely fantastic place. There's such a variety of countries, of scenery, from lakes to mountains to cities. It's been absolutely fantastic, really enjoyable, and I would highly recommend visiting Scandinavia and all of the countries in Scandinavia if you get the opportunity to. So I had the opportunity to tick off these 4 countries: Finland, Sweden, Denmark and Norway from my bucket list. So glad that I came. It's been absolutely fantastic time. People have been fantastic. Places to visit have been superb. Loved the landscape, the scenery, the rugged beauty of all of the countries, and hope I get an opportunity to come back at some point. Oslo was founded at the end of the Viking Age, about 1040. In the metropolitan area, the population is about 1.7 million. In the city itself, it was, during the early part of the 2000s, the fastest growing city in Europe, with a lot of international immigration.